Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be exploring some new cards. I got some new additions to our beautiful tarot family. And this time we're going to be exploring the divine masculine messages for you and your beautiful partners. So we're going to explore this and see what they're doing. But in theme of the beautiful supermoon, I'm going to start with the divine masculine messages from this deck. And it's going to provide us a little clarity. So gentlemen, I will be possibly sharing some things you might not want me to tell your divine feminines or other divine masculines, whatever your connections are. No judgment here. Love you guys so much. Thank you again for all the support and comments. Let's see what else we have coming out for what the divine masculine energy. Of course, energies are interchangeable. This can also be, you can have very strong divine masculine energy in your connection, and we're dualities of different energies. Let's see what else is coming in. We'll get one more, please. I want to get a couple so that we can get something for everybody. So hopefully this will resonate. Of course, it's not always for all of us, but we will see what comes through for you. The first one says, they're a little long, I'm going to read them. Meeting you made me realize that real love is not only for books, movies, and the opera. No, that I can feel this type of love for someone which I never thought was possible. So you are awakening some deep senses. I want to get to know you better, Leo. The male energy here is really wanting to explore this. Speaking of a little bit of territory, I'm jealous of every man who can be near you. Maybe a little possessiveness here, so we want to be careful with that. But, they want you all to themselves. Are you with another man? I guess they are a little jealous. Are you with another man? I don't know, and it drives me crazy with the jealousy to imagine you being with a man. I want to drag him away and beat him for daring coming near and touching you. You are mine. Okay, well, I think there is definitely a little bit of possessiveness going through here. Hopefully no one is getting hurt during these situations, but this is also speaking of someone who is extremely protective of you, someone who does not want other men on what is his. I wish I could turn back time and answer your ignored messages, taking you out on dates and integrate you into my life. So really making those efforts and actions. And of course, maybe you are with another man because this one didn't treat you the way you deserved. And you know that, and they know that, and that's why there was room for someone else, maybe, okay, depending on the situation. We're going to explore a little further here. So these are the divine masculine unspoken messages. What have they not told us? So let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Leos? And guys, super exciting. If you didn't already know, I launched my membership. So you're getting the extended readings for your weeklies. They're going to be $4.99. You can access them here on YouTube. I don't know if you guys use Vimeo. Let me know. I can always upload them on Vimeo if that's easier. I know not everybody is registered on YouTube. So of course, if you like this video, like it, help me out, send me some love back because I'm hitting you hard with it already. I love you guys. Thank you again for all your support. Let's see what else is coming through for my beautiful Leos from the divine masculine unspoken messages. Can I get a few more here, please? A few more, please. Thank you. Your first one was, your love and support keeps me from giving up in life. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I think meeting you realize that love is real and love is true. And I feel like this person is thanking you for showing up because, maybe they were going through a really tough time before you. So give me some time to grow and discover who I am. Divine masculine is still doing a lot of that. I want to get to know you better, and I need to figure out who I am too. My emotions are just in retrograde right now. Take caution. So I feel like retrograde, so they're a little out. Someone could be going through something. Again, I'm jealous of every man who can be near you. Maybe those insecurities are coming out, or those, those triggers, they're being triggered here too, is what I'm feeling. They got a lot to figure out about who they are and what they want, and realizing that, realizing their emotions for you is causing them to kind of realize what they need to learn and what they need to grow through. It's kind of difficult, but a process. I'm secretly manifesting a family with you, Leo. This person has long-term goals, long-term dreams with you. Again, that's why they don't want anyone else on theirs, because they want to have you for themselves. You were my something different, and I definitely effed that up. ooh, I'm not going to swear, but you know what I mean? So they screwed up big time. They effed up. And I feel like this is with that. I wish that I did those things. So maybe a little bit of regret coming through. Okay. But you know, it's funny. Aren't we still confused? So let's go deeper. More messages. Let's find out what the divine masculine heart to heart messages are. What is it that they want to tell you on the heart level? Oh my goodness. Oh, well, they all just came right out. So Leos, are you ready? Right to the source here. First one was roots. I am healing my inner child. So I'm telling you, this person's pains and issues go all the way down. And of course, jealousy being out here too. This is can be also environmental. Maybe that's what they saw growing up. So that's all they've known. So no excuses for people. Okay. Everyone needs to take responsibility for themselves. But this is also kind of them also realizing how far this goes. So giving me time while they got to figure this out. They've got to discover who they are. They've got to learn something. You know, they never really believed in love until they met you. And now they realize that it's a real thing. And I got to make some big steps to be ready to receive this, and they're not ready. But we also have rejection. I lie because I'm afraid you're not going to accept the real me. And this could be part of why they still want to discover who they are so they can come forward. Their emotions are in retrograde. So maybe you feel rejected. Maybe they did reject you, or maybe that's part of their activity or their behavior is rejecting. And maybe that's why they wish they could turn back time, because they didn't put the efforts in before, because they were worried that you might not like them. But we do have abandonment coming out here too. So the thought of losing you gives me anxiety. Well, yeah, anxiety, jealousy, stress. They're worried that, you know, someone else is going to move in while they're not like, I'm not going to say that they stepped out, but at the same time, like, they want to do their thing and come back, right? But we're not going to stand there waiting. So it's a purpose here. So compassion, I am more sensitive than you think. And I think that that's why their emotions are in retrograde, because they're really dealing with this. And I feel like they could have been really hiding that. And I feel like maybe they're far more emotional than you even realize coming through as well. But specifically that's why this rejection, they need to see, they need to do stuff. And that rejection can also be an abandonment here. These are major childhood traumas. And I think for a lot of people, we're all experiencing this. Many of us and most of us have gone through very difficult childhoods, and some of us haven't. But for those of us that have these, you know, issues, they're trying to work through this. This person is really trying to heal that. And that starts with loving that inner child. Student, I am learning from my mistakes. Of course, we're always endless students. So this person is really trying to do that. Purpose, you inspire me to live authentically. You are their inspiration, and you also give them purpose. And they're also realizing that they want to have this. I want to get to know you better. I want to learn from you. And plus, you inspire them so much that they fell in love with you. Right? Love in the fairy tales and the books. This one is the Journey of the Soul Oracles. These are so beautiful. I'm so excited to share them with you. So we're going to see what the messages are for the Journey of the Soul. Wow, legacies coming out for you, Leo. Could be working on those. Let's get a few more here before I get started. So these are going to help us kind of get a few more clarity here on the dynamic of your connection and what is coming through. Let's see what else is coming through. I'm going to get a couple, of course, because I want to, you know, help most of you get the different messages available. That's too many there, but I feel like, oh, those two want to stay. Let's do it. So we have quite a few, so bear with me here. But of course, oh wow, I see devotion on the bottom. Some of you could be very loyal to your faith. Of course, this is a rosary, so you know, could be doing with their religion. But of course, this person is very devoted. Could be to their God as well. Or very devoted to what it is that they're trying to do, or devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted. Isn't that a song from Greece? Anybody else like Greece? I love Greece. maybe you're from Greece. Maybe you're watching from Greece. So hello. I love Greece. It's one of my favorite places to travel to. Beautiful. All right, legacies. Let's get into it. Leaving footprints in the sand. Speaking of sand, here you are on the beaches of the world, maybe. This is also you know, planting these serious roots. I feel like I'm healing my inner child, doing a lot of work here too. So wanting to fix that legacy, could be ending those legacy curses here, because I feel like there's a dynamic of repetition. Could be abandonment that they experience, you know, roots, rejection, abandonment, compassion. Like I feel like even this person is going through so much and learning so much. So they want to make sure that that next legacy that they're leaving is going to be changed. Of course, some of you could be really focused on that. We have communication here. Anybody else remember dial-up phones? I know I vent every time I see this card, and it's kind of like, these always made me laugh because every time you'd get to, like, if you messed up on the last number, you had to start all over again. It was not fun. So no more dial-ups. I feel like this person is finally picking up the phone and actually calling you, or you're going to receive some kind of communication, but it might feel like it's taken a long time, you know, like old school here. I feel like just pick up the phone and call them, but they're worried about that rejection. But always and forever, look at that beautiful infinity. 8 could be significant for some of you too. Also just always and forever. Leos, always and forever with the sacred union. Wow, this is your person. And I feel like this is part of why these triggers and situations happen, because they know that you deserve better, and they could be coming in and communicating that. Having learned a lot of stuff, you've really inspired this person to be a better person. And they're not just wanting to be a better person because they're wanting to be a better person for you. They want you to, you know, you're the reason. Is what I'm really feeling here, secret, you know, and without you, all they feel is this emptiness. The bed is empty without you, and the sheets are certainly cold without your body feeling them. Of course, emptiness, feeling that lack and loneliness here. So I feel like they could be communicating because they really do have these strong feelings, and they do want to spend forever with you, and maybe you have spent forever so far together. Also emptiness here with loyalty, having this loyalty come through, you know, being very, I saw the devoted at the bottom, and I kind of felt like it was going to be devoted to one another, but here we have always and forever, sacred union. You know, this communication is coming in because this emptiness is just too much for them to bear without you. So they're having this loyalty to return to you, and maybe even while they're not with you, they still are loyal to you. And of course, this canal sunflower here, very powerful, beautiful energy. And I think that's kind of cool, Leo, because I'm doing your readings. You got a sunflower. Very fun. So it's going to be bringing you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness here. Again, you could be celebrating on a beach. Maybe you're getting married on a beach. Let me know how this is, because it looks like a lot of fun. It could be just spending a lot of time with your friends. And then we have be the light. So for many of you too, you are the light in this person's life. And like they said, you inspire me. Meeting you made me realize this. So I feel like that's 3 separate decks, basically, you know, showing up that you've been this light and this purpose in this person's life. Now, lighthouses, you know, the lost sailors at the sea, in the darkness of the night, they find their way to shore because of that light. So I feel like for some of you, like, this is really truly a major theme that I'm noticing through all the readings. And I know I'm using the same cards, so it's typical, but I'm shuffling, trust me. And I feel like part of this emptiness and this dark space, of course, is without you. And that's why you're that beacon of light in their life. You're the one who brought this to them. And I feel like that's why they know that they need you, because you are that light that they need in their life. And you're the reason why they have joy. You're the joy in their life. And that could be why that loyalty is there. But this is also for some of you, if you're the one who's dealing with this, you know, find that light. You got to seek this within you. But specifically, when you learn to go through this, and this is where this learning and purpose process is coming through here too. I'm learning from my mistakes. You're learning and you're growing. For some of you too, you get to be the light for someone else. And it could be just, you know, surrounding yourself in situations where you're helping others, possibly in similar circumstances as you, or of course, you know, seeking advice from those who are able to help you at this time. And if you are lost, reach out. We're all here to love you and support you. So anyone who's dealing with this difficulty, you're not alone. We're here for you. And just comment below if you need this. And if you need any positive daily stuff, check out the community section. Come back every day. I post every single day, okay? Strong foundations though. And I like that because we had roots here. So this was also saying, like, the strong foundations, once you heal that inner child energy, you're able to bring love and breathe love into yourself. You're then able to put that out there and to put that out. So I feel like with this person, the strong foundation is establishing into this sacred union. And I feel like that's why those emotions are so strong, because they've never felt like this about anyone. So you're already starting on that. But then with this beautiful information, like the compassion here, you know, like they could be far more sensitive and they're just feeling really empty or really feeling the distance. Okay, we're going to get into the Crystal Vision Tarot. Let's see what the messages are for my beautiful Leos. What messages do we have for my beautiful Leos? Oh my goodness. Woo. Wow, she's making me work for it. So maybe they're making you work for it, Leo. Hold on. That one really went far. So we have, oh, the High Priestess, of course. Of course, my darling, you had to jump off the table. Let's get this. So for many of you, you're doing some major transformations. Of course, for some of you, you are very knowledgeable. Maybe you do this stuff. Maybe you're also a tarot reader, or maybe you're someone who's very tapped into the divine energy, but you're someone who's definitely awakened. And I feel like for some of you too, being the light is definitely coming through. You could be, of course, sharing your wisdom and knowledge, and this is what you do. You're helping others. You're being the light in other people's lives because you're using this, again, with the ink in her hand too. It's kind of like this new purpose. This is why you're being living. This is how, and a lot of stuff coming through here. Hold on. This is why you're able to bless others, because you've done that work. And when you've ascended to this level, you become the high priestess. Now, this can be you or your person, Pisces energy here. A lot of transformation with all these butterflies, a lot of major things coming through. Let me get a few more cards here for us. Let's get a few more here. High priestess. There's a lot of secrets that haven't been revealed, and I feel like this person is also not revealing everything, as we know. We do have the Six of Cups, and there's my childhood trauma right there. I feel like for a lot of you, this new moon has triggered a lot of stuff, and during this past little period of time here, there is major transformations where you're truly releasing. You see how she's walking away and touching the cup, like she's touching her past and just kind of loving it, giving it full of cups, leaving it full of cups. Like you're not just leaving it with love, but you're filling it with a pool of water here. So I feel like there's so much emotion here, and you're kind of just making peace with the past and moving on, Leo, moving forward into this new direction, allowing all that to fall away, healing that. And that's so strong, healing my inner child. And this is really her just looking back and just leaving love and moving on, really using that knowledge, really tapping into your higher self. You're, you know, really tuned in, tapped in. I feel like for some of you, a lot of things are going to be revealed, and you're kind of really listening to your intuition and moving forward in a way that's bringing you that. Now, of course, too, in love, we have someone who could be secretly having very strong feelings towards you. Oh, I'm excited. Ace of Cups. A lot of love, self-love. The love you've been giving to yourself is now being matched by the person that you are now meeting. Someone, of course, Cups. It could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Dragonfly here. I feel like this was major transformation. And look at the moon cycles we have on that cup too. We're in the super moon, so I feel like it's super strong love. And that's for sure, because when I was saying that's the kind of love you find in movies, well, that is pretty special. And not many of us get to live that beautiful fairy tale, but I feel like Leo, you guys are definitely getting it. I'm trying to find the card and it's eluding me, but you know, I read it earlier, so it's here. Legacy, right? Something that you can leave a legacy. This could be part of your legacy here. Very strong, caring person. For many of you, you're willing to walk away from everything and anything that doesn't serve you. I know we're going to go a little longer here because I got a few extra here, but really leaving the past behind. Like I said, making peace with the past and being okay to move out, to seek the other two cups. You're seeking what you're missing because you love yourself enough that you weren't satisfied with where you were. Could be this person walking away and coming back. This can be also them having left, and that's also part of this regret energy and the rejection that was coming through. Not ready to face their real self, and that's why they weren't ready to show you and were worried you wouldn't accept them because they couldn't accept themselves. Well, there you go. There's our view on their perspective. I feel like for some of them too, it was coming to terms with who they are. You know, some sacrifice might have been necessary. A lot of Pisces energy coming through here. But of course, Pisces speaks about that, you know, a lot of things coming into clarity, a lot of those illusions getting clarity, needing to see things from a new perspective. And they really realized like how they were causing this, you know, the support you gave them. That's what's keeping them here. I feel like there's a reason to fight where before there might not have been, but now it's worth them facing all their inner demons and darkness because they want to come towards you. They, you know, seeing the truth. And I feel like this is someone who's really beautifully tied in here. You know, you could be an acrobat with this, like an actual acrobatic gymnastic person, or flexible or whatever, because it's so beautifully wrapped. Like he's not, you know, hanging by a chain, you know, he's hanging by this beautiful intention here to be in this time out. So part of the delay is also someone really trying to see this through, really trying to understand this. And of course, that could be part of this. Someone left and someone's really just hanging out, okay? I'm feeling hung out. Four of Cups. I feel like this one's a little different too. A lot of with the new moons here, a lot of small moons, so it's like growing, the potential to grow into a new beginning, a new time here. But normally you have the 3 cups in front of you and then the other cup ahead. But for some of you, there are other options, but you don't care. You're so focused on this one cup. And this could be also how this person sees you. A lot of cup energy. So a lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Pisces being so far the dominant water energy, but can be also just speaking to that completion, the knowledge and the awareness. It is the last sign. So it is the oldest, you know, it's learned the whole year here. But I feel like this is the someone who's just really focused on this one cup. I feel like they don't even care about all the other people around them. If they have other options, it's only you. You're all they think about and want. And of course, at the same time, they know that. And I feel like that's why, like, you stand out so much to them. Meeting you made me realize this. There it is. It's hiding over here. I feel like their loyalty to you stands above all. Like I said, look at that beautiful flower and all these lily pads. And you know, lilies, they grow through the muck and the darkness, and they're the most beautiful things that bloom out of that. So many of you are having your strength. This person could be also, you know, this is you, Leo. Your energy could be dealing with another Leo, but of course this is also speaking to how much love. There's so much love here, so much love. And I feel like that's why they're not expressing how strongly they feel for you yet. Of course, with this strength card too, a lot of sunflowers is of course your card here. I feel like this loyalty though, you're having the strength to hold on. You're having the strength to stay loyal to yourself, to stay true to what it is that you want. And I feel like that's part of this higher level ascension, is that you're truly demanding the most of you, working and striving for that, being loyal to your path, being loyal to what it is that you want, and demand that of life and the universe, or whatever deity you believe in, because your devotion is so strong to your purpose. And I feel like that's part of this here too, is being so authentic to who you are. It's really giving this strength, not just for you, but you impact, right? You get to be the light because of how you behave. How you do one thing is how you do everything, and everyone who is watching you sees this strength. This person can see your strength, and you can also see theirs. And I feel like that strength that you hold for yourself, and that commitment that you have to your higher purpose and your plan, that is what's giving you such a strong foundation. And I feel like that's part of what they admire of you so much, is you know what you want, and you don't care what and who is in your way, and you do not care if you have to stand there by yourself roaring alone. But you're not seeing things from a higher perspective. The eagle's coming in here too. You know, the infinity sign is also on her staff there. So I feel like always and forever, like I feel like this sacred union goes deep. And again, you could have spent a lot of lifetimes together, and I feel like that's also why this lifetime they had to go through some different things during their beginning of their life without you. But by you being here, you're reminding them of the reason why. You're the reason. Honestly, I really feel that. Okay, King of Wands too. Look at that. We got the strength card with the King of Wands. So someone could be seeing you extremely attractive, very passionate. You see how she's got her lion and he's got his lion. You guys have tamed your inner beasts to a whole new level. And I think that that's why this genuine, authentic power, passion, strong drive, like there's so much emotion here. But on top of that, the passion that's behind all this, like guys, you're gonna have a really good time. I feel like this person just wants to definitely take care of you. Like the way that even this king always, like, I like this. The King of Wands can mean a lot of different things. So Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries could be dealing with another Leo. But you see how even the lion is smirking? Even the lion's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get it. And I feel like this is also my daddy card. So this person could be definitely really ready to give it to you when things come together, really ready. Maybe your wedding night is going to be a blast here. Again, some of you could be going on a honeymoon on the beach, and that's why, you know, this really strong energy here of coming back together, of making this passionate connection work. They've never felt so strongly about anyone, and I feel like that's also what's giving them this fierceness to come towards you. Rawr. I feel like it's going to be a really fun time. But specifically also, you could be dealing with a business owner. Someone could be really focused on pursuing their career, pursuing that, or that could have been what they buried themselves into. And again, being very passionate to commit to this, very passionate to come towards you, could be coming in very quickly to express their wand and propose some kind of something. I mean, I feel like I said propose, but then we have the Hierophant. Now, can we just take this in? How all of this was so much love. And then we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, who are both of this powerful position, feminine, masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine. Like, can we just cover how strong that devotion is here? You both have strong faith belief systems. Now, of course, they may be the same, they may be different, but these are the equivalent. Like, you guys have a higher purpose, a strong purpose here. And I feel like this sacred union is here for a strong reason. Could be, of course, your love is what's going to be healing so many things. Your love in general has brought this beautiful union together. And I feel like this commitment could be dealing with a Taurus, can also just be someone who just, like I said, like the high priestess meets the Hierophant. Like you're both, could be a preacher, could be someone with high wisdom, high knowledge, high status. I feel like a lot of different things come here where you're both either like coaches, mentors, teachers. You're in a position where you're teaching the masses. And I feel like that could be part of what your business is, but people come to you for that information, come to you for that download. Part of the secret here too is the sacred union. You guys don't really realize this, but by loving one another, you're actually awakening the other person. They could be wanting the solid commitment with you, wanting to confess this. Of course, you can be going to connect, going to pass your love. I feel like this person is a very, very passionate and very caring and compassionate person towards you. But the Wands also speaks to all that anger and jealousy, right? So that's why they can also see you and just be like, no, that's mine. That's mine. And they want it. You're theirs. You know, some people like that, some people don't. So however it applies to your situation, guys, I hope this offered a little bit of insight. Let me know if you liked it, then like it. Give me some love. Like I said, this helps me and helps you too. I love you guys so much. Thank you again. Check out all the other videos. See if they can help with your situation. Maybe they'll offer some more clarity to your current situation. As always, take those links below too to help us feed the kids. And I appreciate you so much for spending this time with me. So God bless, stay safe, love and light, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.